Now you have several face tattoos. Can you explain what any of them mean?
Well, it's hard to look like this, so this one right here, this bird is like a dove with a blue rag around his neck, and up under it says "Fly Crippin'." I figured if "Fly Crippin" was like a flag, it'd probably be my face anyway. So, you know, that's just something out of the district that we ran with, and yeah, I went to go get it big on my face because it's hard to really. I mean, I don't know, man. To walk in these shoes is pretty hard. You know what I'm saying? This right here is for Bad Gang. Me and Kid Ink and the rest of the squad, you know, 4Bs. I actually got an A and B on my face right here. I was rolling with, before I started rapping, me and Nip, like, we still are like this, but we used to roll with each other every day or whatever. And, you know, I really wasn't rapping. I was more behind the scenes with the hustling and funding shit. Like, I advise you not to put like $1 up for anybody while you trying to put them on until it's promising or you got them under paperwork. But that's a whole nother story. Nothing to do with Nipsey though. And I got the A and B right there. Oh, I got the teardrop right here, and the LX. That's the Roman numeral 60. That's like I got that in prison. 2010, just sitting around bored. I let my homeboy do my little tattoos or whatever, and that's what we came up with. I had a teardrop first, and then after he did the teardrop, like 2-3 days later, well, probably like a week or two, it healed up. I'm like, fuck it, do the LX on there. I really got tired of people, like LA County is like gladiator school, so you get tired of people even asking you where you from. You just get the LX on your face, everybody know, and we could get it in from there. It ain't no talking. Like, if you got a problem with the hood, just go ahead and rack the bunks in the back. That's just something we live by. But this other one, it's funny. It's a light bulb with like bands of money in there, money signs, and it says financially focused. But the funny part about that's like one of my second, like my second face tat, right? And I was sitting down, getting tatted, and I was off some Xans and shit, so I went to sleep. So when I woke up, it was done. I was like, oh shit, that's fresh. I went to the mirror, and this motherfucker spelled financially with one L. I must have went crazy on that dude. So after that, he came back and he had to fit like another L in there. Lucky he had a big gap in between the L and the Y. So I hope that he's not alive anymore. I don't know. I didn't do nothing to him. But he needed to die after that day.
Now, let me ask you this. So all those face tats except for the teardrop and the LX, those were all professionally done. The LX was done in prison?
Yeah.
Now,
with a staple.
That's what I was just going to ask you. How did they do that?
You sharpen the staple on the ground. Very, very nasty. Sharpen it on the ground. Or on your bed, however you can sharpen it. You get a little staple, put it out there, wrap it around the pen, or you wrap it around the pencil, and the pencil is just for a steady poke. It's really picked. If you ever seen like those tattoo documentaries when they're using a pick to do a tattoo, and then like you break another pencil in half and shave the lead down, shave it all into like a little water top or a bottle cap, some shit like this. Put a little shampoo in there, and then you mix it up. That makes ink that fast. Do that, and they just like poke away. But you get a pen to do the outline, and then they poke at with the pen outline. Yeah.
How painful was that compared to a real tattoo?
It felt like somebody stabbing you every time. Like
So you felt every little poke?
Every little poke, but then like after that, like when they start doing it fast or whatever, it's like it numbs up because it hurts so bad anyway. And then where the fuck was I going?
I've watched Lock Up on MSNBC, which is a show, you know, about prison life and prisons and stuff.
Yeah.
They actually showed somebody that was tattooing the whites of people's eyes.
In jail?
Yeah.
But see, all right, it depends on where you at. Like, if you in a penitentiary, you could take, like, you could get, like, a double needle and get the inside of a CD player and that motor, and they do some shit with some strings and the needle, like, you know, it's all, like, that's, like, where you learn how to survive, like, survival of the fittest, for real. And they hit the fucking go button on the shit, and it just, like, it goes, but it still hurts. And then, like, if you have some type of juice in the prison, you'll have your own tattoo gun somehow, just like you could get a cell phone.
Was that your only prison tattoo? Or have you ever received other prison tattoos?
I got my daughter's name on my knuckles.
Was that as painful as the
That
one?
was worse.
Really?
That was worse.
Why? Because of where it's at?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
just
I
more
think
of it? Or?
Yeah, nah, it was just, I think because of where it's at. Like, this face shit don't really hurt that much. This part, like, does, but your fingers, that's terrible.
Now, let me ask you this. Okay, you know, obviously, this is a chest up interview, but if somebody were to see pictures of you, you're tatted all over the place.
Yeah.
In as far as your face, why decide to tat your face?
And
how old were you?
I was halfway bipolar or something, man. I was just going crazy. Like, fuck it. You don't need a tattoo on your face. Just for you saying that, bitch, I'm getting a tattoo on my face. And that's that.
How old were you when you got your first facial tattoo?
I didn't start early. Like, I'm like older than these other young dudes. Like, I ain't that old, but like, you know, it's cool. You could get that shit in high school now, and your mom ain't gonna trip because I ain't gonna say what all right, fuck it. Because the younger generation is thought infested. So it's like, you will let, you know, the girls that have babies at 16 and 18 and 15, they really grew up with their kids, so that their boyfriend got tattoos on their face, then like, how can you tell your kid not to get a tattoo on his face? And then tattoos are more like a part of the culture now, the hip hop culture and the street culture. So, like, you know, you could get tattoos on your face. Like, I graduated high school in 06, so it was like, damn, you got a face tat? Like, what the fuck, you tripping? I got my first face tat when I was like 19. I think I was 19 or 20 when I was in jail. That was my first face tat in jail, so shit, yeah. But now it's like, you know, you could pop a Molly and drink lean in high school, like.
Seems like, you know, like you said, back in 2006, those days of somebody getting a face tattoo was still a big deal. It's like, wow, you might not be able to get a job with that tattoo. Yeah.
Period. That's everybody. That's why it's like, even I used to think like that, and then I just chose the streets. Like, I chose the streets, that's all. And it wasn't no looking back. And I don't think it was a good idea. Couple gunshot wounds later and all that, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. I ain't gonna trade it in for nothing. I'm just happy to be here, though.
What was, but do you feel like jobs and stuff, because you mentioned that it is part of the culture now. Do you feel like jobs and stuff are more lenient now with people with tattoos, maybe a neck tattoo or a facial tattoo, compared to what they were back in the day, or do you think it's still pretty strict? It's just more people got tattoos.
They lenient, because you go inside, I mean, I don't want to say the bottom of the barrel jobs and fuck people up like in the head and make them want to quit, but like the low income jobs, how about that? And I won't just name the jobs, but you know, the minimum wage jobs, they're accepting it because it's like everybody else with a master's degree and a BA, they don't want that fucking job, and they trying to crack down on the legal immigrants, so. You know what I'm saying? Like, it forces them to accept the culture. Then there's little white kids with face tats now. It's crazy, man.
Which one out of all the tattoos was your very first face tattoo?
No, it was this one.
The prison one.
I was in jail.
Okay.
I was in jail. Like, I didn't get nothing until I got out after that.
Now, have you faced discrimination, stereotyping, or profiling because of your face tattoos?
Every day. Every day. If I didn't keep a smile on my face, like, I'd probably be in jail for just walking by somebody. Like, I never knew that people could get that shit by tattoos. It's like the tuck your purse move. I've been places where I'm talking directly to somebody and they just act like they don't hear me just because the way I look. It could have been just because I was black or whatever, but still. Yeah, I've been through, the police. I had a police officer take me to jail by just saying, look at your tattoos, you look shady. Like, you going to jail anyway. She ripped the name off of the front of my promethazine bottle and said that I had an illegal bottle. They had to let me, I didn't even have to pay a bill. They let me straight out, but I still had to fight that case. And that was all off of, it was the day that LA went crazy about Trayvon Martin and they were on stage, on the freeway, blocking freeways off. I didn't even know. I was coming out the studio, you don't watch TV or CNN every day or the news. So this shit was going on while I was recording. And I'm coming back from the Valley to LA. And I get off on the exit in Culver City and I was on my way to Slauson. And the Culver City police got right behind me and I shot her, like, this is the only thing I got in my lap. Like, she's like, yeah, get out the fucking car. You look shady. Look at you, motherfucker. And I'm like,
was she white?
She was Hispanic. She was whitewashed, though. Hispanics don't like niggas either in LA. Period. No matter how you try to justify it, they don't.
Do you regret any of your facial tattoos? If not on the face, not the tattoo, but do you regret placing them on your face? If not regretting the tattoos?
No, it's made. It's like build my character. Not build my character. It's just a part of my character. I don't know. I don't regret nothing. Whatever I did, I had to do it. I'm very rational. Not with the tattoos, but just everything else. Like, whatever I do, I had to do it. And 9 times out of 10, my back was on the wall, so I really don't give a fuck, you know? And then with these situations, it was, like I told you, I chose the streets. So whatever it was, like, that wasn't, it was never a factor of like, oh, this might fuck up this or this might fuck up this. I was already like, fuck it. I was 3-4 felonies up anyway, you know? So it's like, how the fuck am I supposed to give a fuck?